back for another unboxing video. Today we're going to be unboxing the NZXT S340 Elite mid tower. Okay, so let's go over the specifications of the S340 Elite mid tower. And on the features it says steel chassis and tempered glass construction, cable management optimized for simple and hassle-free build, streamlined VR access from the top I/O port, so it has virtual reality access for your graphics card to the case. So very convenient if you have if you're going to use virtual reality glasses. And full Kraken Series cooler support up to 280mm. So any NZXT Kraken that we use, X62 or the smaller one, you can also still use it. The X62 is the biggest one that it supports up to 280mm. An integrated PSG shroud with SSD mounts, fully filtered, easy to remove intake. Now for the case specification, the dimensions are 203mm by 474mm by 432mm and has a tempered glass side panel, steel and ABS plastic. Total weight of 8.13 kilograms, so that's not actually very heavy. And the motherboard support is mini ATX, micro ATX, up to ATX. So the smallest that it can fit is mini ATX, and the biggest one that it can fit is ATX. So check your motherboard first. For the I/O ports, we have 1 times audio and mic, 2 times USB 3.0, 2 times USB 2.0, and a VR output. It has a warranty of 2 years. And for cooling, it has front 2 times 140mm or 2 times 120mm radiator support up to 280mm. So for the top, we have one 140mm or one 120mm. It's included. And at the rear, it has one 120mm included as well. So I want to remind you again that in the included fans, it's or. So it's either you get one 140 or one 120 at the top, but the 120 is sure it's there. And we'll check it out later. Let's see what fan we get. So for the clearance, for the CPU cooler, we can get up to 161mm. So check your CPU cooler height if it's compatible with this case. And the GPU is with the radiator, we can get 334mm, and without radiators we can get 364mm length of your GPU. So for cable management, it has a lowest point of 17mm and a highest point of 168mm. So that's very good space for your cable management. So for drive base, we have for internal 3.5 inch or 3.5 inch, we have 2+1, and internal is for the internal 2.5 drive bay, it's 3+1, and PCI expansion slots for 7. So let's check this out on the unboxing. Okay, so let's try to open this case. Let's use our cutter. So like I said on all our videos, make sure to check the pull sides, tabs, the lift tabs outside first, also right here. So if in case you're wondering, oh, I can't take out the case because it's stuck somewhere, it's probably this one hitting your styrofoam. Okay. So there we go. Flip it over. So here we have it. Let's remove the styrofoam. So this is it. So it's more of a compact design for NZXT. It has a smaller side for, like I said, the biggest motherboard that it can take is the ATX, and the smallest one is the Mini ATX. So this is more for your compact builds or your stealth builds. So looking at the side panel right here, you can see that it has the tempered glass side panel. So like I said, caution, tempered glass, handle with care. You have to be careful when opening this side, because if you can see, the screws come out quite easily if you don't tighten it up. Because if you tighten it too hard, it might shatter the glass and stuff. So you just have to be careful when handling tempered glass side panels. There we go. So I'm not gonna rip this out first, so we won't have any fingerprints while we are building. And yeah, this is how to remove it. There you go. Let's put this aside for now. And yeah, there we have it, an open side panel for the case. So while we're here, let's see what we can find inside. So right here we have your motherboard area where we can put our motherboard, like I said, the biggest one, ATX, up to the smallest one, Mini ITX. And we can see we have two SSD drive or SSD base right here, so you can put your 2.5-inch drives in front, so you can see them right up here. And then we have another one over here. So they're all screwed in with a thumb screw. So I'll show you one. So it slides right out. Yes, slide in, slide out. So this one is made out of metal. So it's very sturdy, no flex. So let's put it back. Don't want to miss something. And this one has a matte black finish to it. And this one is the one that will hide all your cables. So, and NZXT made it that they don't use any more rubber grommets on your cable management. So everything will come out here, but don't worry guys, it will be covered by this shroud over here, the NZXT shroud. It has a NZXT logo over here, so it will look nice even if you have a lighting effect on your case. So that is still very good. And for the fans, so we have 120 here at the rear side, and up top we have a 120mm fan up top. So it says, like I said on the box, it says either it can come with a 140 or a 120. So now we get two 120s for the case. Now moving at the back, or at the front, we have this full NZXT cover up front. So guys, I'm gonna tell you this now. This case won't support any drive base for your DVD players, Blu-rays, your burners, because if we remove this, there we go. If we remove this side is empty, so there's no chance of putting a DVD driver or any of those things, because it will support two 80mm radiator, 120mm, 140mm, or 280 or 240. So there we have it. This is where we will mount our liquid cooling or your radiator type cooling system in your case. And we have a full mesh cover for it. And this one is magnetic as well. So slide right in and push so it's magnetic. An easy way to clean it is remove the front cover, pull this one out, brush it, spray it with air, and there you go. Put it back again. Just remember, slide it back in, it locks in place. It's magnet, easy. Now moving on to the back side is where we will see our cable management area. Check it out. So here we go. For cable management, it will be very easy for cable management because you can tuck in cables right underneath here. And oh, I forgot to mention, we have a hole right in here. So this one is used for your graphics cards, 6-pin, 8-pin GPU cards. So you'll just have to pull out the cable out here and directly put it on your GPU. Neat. So going back, so we have the NZXT clips right here. So no more, if you don't have, or if you're not a fan of using the zip ties, just pull this one out. So it's a soft plastic, it's not rubber, it's soft plastic, so it clips on place like this. Remove it and put it back in. Easy as that. And it clips back to place. And each of these are like laser printed or stamped design for the NZXT, but we still have your tie downs just in case. So we still have your tie down up here, tie down up here, on the side, on the middle. So still pretty good for your cable management. So here it is, guys. For the cable, if you can see, okay, this one is the Molex for your fans, obviously, and your power switch, reset switch. So it has HDD LED, power LED, and a power switch. So this model doesn't come with a reset switch. So just keep that in mind if you're like a person who, oh, it hang, reset. Yeah, it doesn't have that option. And it has the HD audio, the USB 2.0 port, the USB 3.0 port, and an HDMI port. So for NZXT, or most of our NZXT cases, you need to remove this one. Okay? And if your graphics card has an internal HDMI support, you can plug this directly inside the case. But what if your graphics card doesn't have one? You'll just have to put it to the back. So NZXT gave us a hole to put it, or push through it. So you can pull this out the back of the case and plug it in to your graphics card HDMI port at the back. Very convenient. So if you put it here, now you can use both. So if you're finished plugging this in, either inside of your graphics card or, like I said, the port at the back, it will now make use of the port right here. So this is for your VR goggles or your glasses that you can now use, or if you have another external monitor, you can also plug it here. It is used as an extension for the graphics card. And looking at front, we're here already. So we have one button for your power switch. We have two USB 2.0 ports and two USB 3.0 ports, one HDMI, one headphone jack, one microphone jack, and this one is your hard disk LED. And So if you can see, we have the two boxes right over here, down here, and it comes with a cable management puck. So if you want to see what's the use of this one, is that you're going to put it right here. It's magnetic. On the case, put your VR headset on, like on the box, and then tie the cables back here. But if you're not going to use it, just remove it. It's magnetic, so don't worry guys. It's not going to damage the casing anyway. There we go. So putting that aside, so we have the screw bags, or the screws right here, the rubber grommets and stuff. So we're not gonna open that anyway. They all look the same for any case. Just the screw standoffs, and yep, that's it. So moving on to the back, or to the bottom of the case. Let's flip this over. We have a stance down here. So this will give you about an inch of ground clearance. So you're sure that if you have a carpet at home, this one will still get good air intake for your power supply. So this one is filtered. So the power supply fan is filtered as well over here by this pull tab. So just to remove this, just pull it up. Easy as that. And this one is meshed, so all the dust will be stuck here, not on your fans, and that is very good. And to put it back, just push it over. There we have it. It's locked in place. So again, that is the complete teardown of the NZXT S340 Elite model, tempered glass finish. And again, matte finish. It looks sick. Deep blacks, and oh, I almost forgot the back side. So for the back side, we have 7 PCI slots. So it can use a SLI configuration or your AMD Crossfire configuration. Crossfire usually takes 3 or 2. SLI usually supports only 2, but it depends. We are only on ATX on this case, so if ATX, I think SLI, 2 SLI only for NVIDIA, and 3 for Crossfire. So that's it. This is your I/O shield or I/O shield port something, and for your easy access of power supply, these are in thumb screws. So let me just get a Phillips screw. Okay, so I got my screwdriver. They put it in thumb screw, but it's really quite tight. So there we go. Once you remove this one, you have now access, or easier to install your power supply. Just put your power supply in, push it back. So if you're tired, if you want to put the fan down, facing down, switch it. If you want to put the fans facing up, switch it again. Easy as that. Good design from NZXT, not bad. So that's it for our teardown unboxing for the S340 Elite. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to our channel, and all the descriptions of this case is on the description below, where I got it, so the website where I found it. So there, don't forget to check it out. Till the next time, peace.